Let's take a look at the WordPress node in N8N. In particular, we're going to look at the credential and how to connect our N8N to WordPress. Pretty straightforward, but not as intuitive as you might think. Welcome to Let's Automate It with Robin. We're all about AI and automation for non-techies. And if you stick around this video, I'm going to show you a couple of little secrets with WordPress that are not straightforward, such as handling media, uploading pictures, generating images, using AI as well. But let's start at the beginning. I've got on my canvas right here a simple WordPress node. If we go into our element tray here and we type in WordPress, we come up with a host of different actions we can do. We've got create a post, which is what I've got on the screen right now, but we've got lots of other options here. But there's actually a lot more we can do with WordPress than what is on this list here. But let's start with getting a credential. So I'm going to click into this and I have a credential set up, but for the sake of this, we're going to create a brand new credential. I'm going to click into that and we are now going to create a credential for our WordPress account with N8N. So the username you want to put in here is the username of the WordPress user you want to connect with. In this case, I'm going to use LAI. It's a user I've set up on our Let's Automate It website. Now, here's the kicker. You don't want to be using the password that you use for your WordPress. You actually need to create a very special password called an application password for this purpose. So let's just head over to my WordPress page and I'll show you exactly how to go about doing that. So here I am on our WordPress site. I've created a demo user for this, and you can see I'm in the user section of my WordPress website. If you're familiar with WordPress, you know what I'm talking about. This is an administrator account, although that doesn't matter. But what we're going to scroll down to here, all the way down here, and we're looking for this application passwords. This is the critical part. So we're going to create a new application password name. This does not matter. You can make it anything you want. I'm just going to call it N8N tutorial, and I'm going to add an application password. And there it is. It's created a password for me, and this is the password we're after. So I'm going to go and copy that, and let's come all the way down here and just update user. So now that that's done, let's head back over to our N8N credential, and here we can put in our password. There it is. And now we need the WordPress URL. So in my case, that is https://:/ let's automate it.biz. I have a habit of spelling my own website wrong. Let's double check that. Let's automate it.biz. There we go. And let's just rename this credential as well. Let's just call it LAI tutorial credential. I will be deleting this afterwards. So we can go ahead and save that. And now that's it. The connection's tested successfully. It's that simple. If you get lost, by the way, you can check out the documentation, which is shown right here. Just click into that. They do a great job of showing you how to do that with N8N. There you go. You've got your credentials saved. But let's not stop there. Let's go a little bit further and actually do something with it. So this particular node right now is posting. So let's post operation. We're going to create a post. So we're going to keep that. Let's just call this title. I've got a couple of sample data in here already. Let's just call this LAI tutorial. The author's name, well, I'm going to make it ourselves. Content. This is let's try this again. This is a blog by N8N. Simple as that. Now, of course, if you're a bit more adept with N8N, you might want to use AI or things like that in order to be able to generate this and insert your content there. For the sake of this demo, we're just hard coding some stuff in here. We're going to put this into draft mode, and let's see what categories we've got. We're going to stick it into automation category. That's fantastic. So that's pretty good. We're going to create the post. Let's check whether our credential works. So we're going to go ahead and execute that. It's busy posting to our WordPress site now as we speak. And there we have it. We have our post that has been made successfully. Let's just go ahead and have a look back into our WordPress site to double check that that worked. So we're going to head over to here. We'll come through to all posts. And there it is. And if we go preview, all right, there is our super simple little WordPress page. We gave it no meat whatsoever, but the proof of the concept was we've been able to post to our WordPress site using automation. Fantastic. So let's take this a little further. I promised you a couple of little extra tidbits, so follow along with me if you're interested. But if all you wanted to know is how to set up your WordPress credential for N8N, that's done. You can move on with your day. But stick around. I've got something to show you here. Okay, so that's great. Let's go ahead now and create an image for this blog post. Now, if we go over here, well, let's just go to an AI. I think it is Open AI. There we go. And we're going to create an image. We are going to, where is it here? Generate an image. Fantastic. So we'll connect with a credential. By the way, if you don't know how to connect with a credential, please check out our Let's Automate It channel. We've got video right there on how to get your OpenAI API key and how to connect it up with N8N. So definitely go check that out. The model we want is GPT image 1. That's definitely the best one. And here we've got a cute cat eating a dinosaur is their suggestion. Hey, I got nothing better in mind. So let's go a cute cat eating a dinosaur. I spelled dinosaur right. That's great. Let's have a look at our options here. We'll have our quality. Let's make our quality. I'm going to keep it low so I don't burn in so many credentials. Resolution. We want this to be for a blog post, so we'll need that. So now we can go and create an image. Straightforward. If you didn't know how to do it, now you do. So we're going to create an image. This is going to take a short moment, but let's see what we get out at the end of this. Fantastic. There we have our image. Let's take a quick look at it. Oh, that's so sweet. Now, it's not a great image. Why? Because we set the resolution at to be pretty low, and at least the quality to be pretty low. So we're not asking much of this. And of course, this is the world's worst prompt sitting in there. But proof of concept's what we're after at the moment. Why are we doing this? Let's get rid of that. Just going to move that away. And let's just bring this closer together because I want to create an image for my blog post. And I want to show you how to do that because it's not straightforward. WordPress and N8N doesn't let us do that out of the box, but I'm going to show you how. But before we do that, I do want you to notice that 2 megs, that's the size of this image, way too big for our WordPress site. So we're going to go here to edit image and we're going to go to resize image and let's bring this down to, actually those settings are pretty good. I don't mind that setting whatsoever. Let's just go ahead and resize this. One thing I want you to note is we have got an element called data here, which means this property name needs to be data as well. It is in this case. If you're having issues, that may be the factor. So now we're going to go ahead and reduce this image size to make it a little bit smaller, to make our blog post load a little bit quicker. Once this is done, I'm going to show you how to connect this onto our blog post and upload this image into WordPress and connect the blog post and the image together. And we're going to do that without having to rely on WordPress N8N nodes, which actually let us down. They don't have that functionality built into them. So we'll have to do it ourselves. And there we have it. It's reduced in size. We could probably reduce it again, 300 kilobytes. That's not a bad size for a featured image on a WordPress blog post. But if you could run this again with a second node to get this even smaller. But great, we have now got our images. Now the next question is, how do we get it up to WordPress? Because if we go look at our WordPress nodes here, there's nothing here to upload an image or do anything with images, but the WordPress API does have an ability to upload images. So I've got a couple of nodes here just off screen that we're going to go and grab, and we're going to use those. So we're going to grab this node here. Just made a copy of it. So let's go back up to here and let's just paste our node into that. Now we're using an HTTP node. So go ahead and search for an HTTP node. That's what you'll get right there. That's what I've got on here. This is the Swiss Army knife of nodes. If you need information on how to use HTTP nodes, check out our channel. We've got a dedicated video on using HTTP nodes. But what do we got here? We want a method post, and here is the URL you want to hit. This is the endpoint you want to hit. You'll notice here it is WP version 2 media, WP JSON, and here we've put in the name of our website. So you want to put the name of your website in there. Don't copy mine, put the name of your website in here. And then here under credentials, you're going to want to choose predefined credential. You want to search here for WordPress. And then you're going to want to look for the credential you just created. There it is for us, L8 tutorial. Okay, then you want to make sure you've got headers turned on here. And now this, you want to get exact content dash disposition. That's very, very important. And get rid of that arrow. And then here, this is critical as well. You want to put attachment file name exactly like this, and then pull in exactly this information. It's very, very fussy. Get that in there. And what we're doing here is grabbing the file name, and we're telling it that it's a data PNG, which is what we're getting from this site here, data PNG. So that's very important. Then content dash type, and again, pull in that expression exactly like we've got it here. And then down under here, you want to toggle on send body, and the content must be an N8N binary file. Choose that option over there. And then the input data field name is data, because this is data. Very, very fussy. It took me a while to figure that out. Now that I've got it figured out, you don't have to. So we're going to go ahead and run this, and it's going to upload that image now into our media library inside of WordPress. There we go. It's done. It's uploaded. We have it saved to our media library inside WordPress. Job not done though. We now need to connect the two together. So we're going to need another HTTP node. Again, I've got one created down below here. So we've uploaded this one already. So now we need this one, which is going to let us update the metadata so that we can annotate this properly, mark it up properly so that the search engines can find it, find the image. So let's pop into that. Another HTTP node. And you'll notice again, run through these credentials. Post, here is the very important URL. This is the API endpoint we're hitting. You'll notice once again, I put in my WordPress website, WP-JSON, WT version 2, and then the JSON ID. The ID, this ID here, I've dragged in, dropped it in there. That's the ID of the image we've just uploaded. Again, we're going to hook up to our correct credential. So I'll use the one we've just created. We are, in this case, just sending a body, JSON, using the fields below. We want to put the title in, and then you want to describe what is in here. So I'm just going to, okay, cat eating a dinosaur. Now, I'm not going to spend time on here making sure this is correct. I'm just going to copy and paste the same thing every time. But our slug, we want that to be cat eating a dinosaur. The alt text will be cat eating a dinosaur. Now, if you're already doing this properly, you will pay more attention to these captions, make them different, and just spend a bit more time on them because they're very important for SEO. But today, it's all about showing you that it can be done. And of course, if you're a bit swifter and a bit sharper with N8N, if you're not just starting out, you may have the skill already to be able to use AI to generate these values for you and use expressions. But for now, we're just going to hard code them in, and we're going to run this. And what this is doing is taking the image we've already uploaded, and now it's assigning the metadata that this image needs in order to be found by Google, by the search engines, and be understood, which is going to help our SEO quality and ultimately help our blog posts get listed and get seen by more people. As well as when you start displaying it on social media, it's going to be able to pull through the right bits of information about the image and show it correctly. And there we have it, successful run, and our metadata has been updated. Fantastic. Now we need to go and connect the two together. So once again, N8N native WordPress nodes let us down, but they do give us this magic HTTP node where we can, I can just find the node, where we can now get what we need. So here we want to set the featured image for our blog post. I'm going to copy this node, go back up here to our little workflow. It's another HTTP node. I'm just going to drag it up here and connect it. And let's do a quick walkthrough. So again, it is another post request, and it's a little post request. And here's the endpoint we need to hit. Again, it starts with our WordPress website. Put yours in there. Similar text beforehand, WP-JSON, WP version 2 posts. And now we need to pull in create a post JSON ID. So what are we talking about here? Well, we actually need to go and get the post we created. So here we created the post, and interesting enough, I see it has not run. So let's go and let that run quickly. We may have to rerun this workflow to get the data coming through. I think something has messed up a little bit in my N8N. So let's see what's happening here. It's busy executing the workflow. As luck would have it, my internet goes down while I am recording, so I've just had to rerun that again, so we've probably got a slightly different image. But what I wanted to show you here is in this particular portion here, we needed to pick up the ID of the post. So what we were looking at is here, I now need to go down to our create a post section and grab the ID here, which is what I've dragged in. You can see this ID value is 1559, and using this expression, I'm getting a URL with ending 1559, and I'm simply doing that by dragging this on to the end of that API URL. Simple as that. Let's connect up the correct credential, tongue twister, and we're going to send the body JSON using fields below, featured media, very important, featured _ media, pop that in there. And now we want the value. The value is the actual media that we put in there. So that media is called here under edit image. It is the uploaded media. Sorry, we want to get the ID of this uploaded media. So we've uploaded it and we've got this ID. So we want to grab that ID. So we're just going to delete this one out because it's red, showing us that it's an error. So now we're just going to drag this one in here. That should turn green. And there we have our result, 1560. That is the ID of our media. And we have the ID of our post. And this endpoint is now going to join the two together. Let's execute this and see it happen. And there we have it. We have our blog post up and we've given it an image. It has this URL. Now we put it into draft mode. When we put it up, if you recall, if we go back to our very first WordPress node here, we did put it into draft mode. So in order to see this, you would have to be logged into your WordPress website, or you'd have to log in and take this to live. But let's go have a look at our WordPress website right now and see what we've got. So here we are. Let's go back into our dashboard because I have rerun this due to that internet issue I had while I was recording. Let's go over to posts. And here you can see the couple I had to keep running it. I had some issues. But if we go preview now, there we go. We've got our featured image of a cat eating a dinosaur, and we've got our little title, and it's by LA Tut, and this is a blog post. Now, we did the bare essentials to get this up and going, but I wanted to show you how to connect your WordPress and your N8N together and how to post content to it automatically. Now, if you wanted to get more detail on this, absolutely go and check out our channel. If I jump into our channel here, let's just go into YouTube. Oh, I'm actually in my channel already. Let's click into our channel and let's go have a look at our videos. And we have a host of videos. Here's one on WordPress chatbot. Sorry, that's not the one I'm looking for. Here we go, WordPress Auto Blogger. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced or you're ready for some advanced stuff, you definitely want to check out the WordPress Auto Blogger. It's going to bring AI into what we've just discussed, how to do it as well. You can also use this one here as well. We've got a couple of others. In fact, let me do a quick search here. Let's just look for WordPress. Here we go, WordPress Auto Blogger. We've got a WordPress chatbot. We've got another Auto Blogger. We've got a couple of videos here that are going to help you go further than this very basic video that we've discussed today. Please come out and check us out in the community as well. If you're just getting started with N8N, or if you're advanced, if you're AI and automation advanced, all straightforward, please come and join us here in our Let's Automated community, and very, very authentic, genuine, face-to-face community. And here within our learning section as well, we have all our courses, all our automations, everything here ready for you to grab, completely annotated, JSON's available, everything you could wish for. Details in the description down below. I hope this short, simple video was useful for you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. We'll catch you next time. Thanks so much.